And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. And this is the rubber match.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And pitching in this game, Ryan Weathers. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Out there to center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Bottom of the first, and now Victor Scott. Lined into right. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn, the 3-1. That's in there.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. And it remains 2-2.
A lot of pop in that bat. Had the distance for the Oppo home run, but many times you have that slice going to the opposite field, and he just couldn't keep that one fair.
Well struck right field. That's back. Leaping, and it's gone. That one felt good. Home run number 15 on the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So the batting order turns over, and here is Victor Scott. He tripled and scored his first time. Scott getting the start in center. 24 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That ball's carrying. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 5-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
Man at first, Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Weathers fires. Runner takes off. Hit in the air, center field. Scott hauls it in, and there's one away. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Victor Scott. He's already homered here in this one.
Yeah.
That's in there. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that's in there at the knees.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Yeah, that's outside. That's hard hit on the line. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Marlins 9 and the Giants 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Wade Jr.
On a line, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through.
One gone, runner at first. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. And a pitch. That's ripped. Base hit. The relay, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Adames to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
A very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
So bases all loaded up. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. He's already homered in this game. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Two outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they get 1, but end up.
Start of the new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Miami Marlins. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog. And normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great command. A couple of good innings might be all it takes to get him back on track.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, showing the slab in today's game. Valente Beozo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Today, a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors, as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And as well, we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd, 1941.
Batting second, the shortstop, Mason.
And the batter now, Mason Wynn. Swings through that one out in front that time. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professionals. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Swing and a ground ball and a foul ball. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about a disease that is 100% fatal, and the average lifespan for people diagnosed with ALS is just between 2 and 5 years. Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to Tolia. One gone, bottom half of the first. One of the other important pieces as far as raising awareness for ALS is that it is necessary to raise money not just for research but also for patient care. The average out-of-pocket cost for somebody with ALS is $250,000. Freeland with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. And a 1-2. He's trying for third. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Scott stands at third with one gone in the inning. Inside. Counts full, 3-2.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track. Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly.
Now it's the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Here's a high fly ball out to center.
Hit me. 2-2-2.
They got it for out number 2. So the lineup flips over. Now here is Victor Scott. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first offering is not close. 1 out, base is empty. That's off the inside corner. And now 2-0.
2-0.
Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Mason win.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2-2.
Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete. No score. And we're back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Freeland back to work. That one outside. 1-0.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Strike 1.
1-1.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Out to center. Doyle pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the air out to center. It's going to fall for a hit. McMahon around 3rd. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Back to the top of the order now. Victor Scott, the next to hit. Splits the plate. Strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one inside. Look out.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the third out. They put 2 on the board on 2 base hits, 1 error and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Marlins 2. Now here's Nolan Jones.
Number 22, Nolan Jones.
This one in the air, center field. Scott pulls that one down. Runner tags at second. The relay throw. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Batting, shortstop Ezekiel Tovar.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Cut on and lifted in the air. Scott. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 6 and the Marlins 2.
Well, when you're on a 7-game losing streak, you've been both bad and unlucky. This win will be their reset button. I think now all of a sudden the ball will start to bounce their way, and before you know it,
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Miami Marlins. Big storyline of this one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boog, just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone. Can't overthink it. Needs to just trust his instincts and let it fly out there.
First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away on the hill and coming off a great start, Max Meyer. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Here's Michael Tolia. Tovar at first, one gone.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
On the ground, Edwards. Here's Wynn for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
That is good. The third baseman, number 24, Ryan McMahon.
Stepping in,
That is
Mason
second.
Wynn.
That's your
Singing
stop.
he's never finished the season with more stolen bases
Wynn.
in his entire career. To short, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Xavier Edwards.
Two outs, runner at first. Owen Miller digging in for the Rockies. Out to short. To first, and that is the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 3 and the Marlins 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Marquez back to work. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one a little below the knees.
1 ball, 1
and now
strike.
it's even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to
batter,
play.
number
He
9.
kind of rolled over
Second
on his
baseman,
pitch a little bit,
Xavier.
but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next, Xavier Edwards. Runner takes off. Swing and a base hit. Throw into third. The tag out.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong, as a really nice throw came into third.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Start of the fourth. So in now for Colorado, Tyro Estrada. On the ground, out to short. Zips it across, and Estrada is out.
Up next for Colorado, the catcher, Austin Nola.
So they're all loaded up. Wynn
Now
getting ready
batting,
to hit.
shortstop, Mason.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one missing inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count even at 1. Bases loaded, 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for
batter,
on offense is
number
a
9.
simple ground ball.
Second
You got a
baseman,
tie ball game.
Xavier.
Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout
Edwards.
looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
1 down. And now Mason Wynn. Line to left. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. And here it comes. That one finds the zone, and the count now even up. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! In comes the run from second, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. This is a guy who's in the line of first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Now batting.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
First and second, no outs. And now Mason Wynn. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Runners at the corners, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Moved to first. Throw, and it gets away. Tag, and they got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Miami Marlins. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. And on the mound in this one, Braxton Garrett. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
Snags it on the run. That's out number 2.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration.
Tosses to first. Third out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rockies 2 and the Marlins nothing. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. Fly to left his first time. Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Relay throw to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. 2 outs, bases full at the plate. Michael Tolia. Bases loaded, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4.
1-1.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Rockies leave them loaded. They lead at 5-4. No outs.
Now
runner at first. Now it's going to be Mason Wynn.
Runner,
the kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Next pitch is outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That's to third, McMahon. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. 2 on, 1 out. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Michael Tolia. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
The first baseman, number 6, Kyle Farmer.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jacob Stallings now. Out to short. And that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rockies 7 and the Marlins 6. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Kinley appears to be getting loose. Bird getting loose as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. To the right side. In plenty of time to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th, and at the plate for Miami, Mason Wynn. And that one is lifted in the air. Hilliard makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Xavier.
So runner at second,
Up
2
next
down.
for the Marlins.
And now for the Marlins, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
That's outside. Ball 1. Winning run in scored position with 2 away. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Slings it across, beats him to the bag, and that means we're playing 12. Marlins leave 1. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Alexander back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. And they're down to their last out.
Third baseman,
manager out of the dugout.
1. Now
New pitcher on here, Victor Vodnik.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Marlins down to their final out. Connor Norby now at the plate. Tap back to the mound. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rockies slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, when you go on a road trip, you're looking to play 500 or better. And the only way you do that is when you scratch and claw and you grind out. And they did that in this one. 12-inning win on the road. Very impressive. Players are going to come into the clubhouse for the next game. They're going to be pretty encouraged about how they pulled for each other.
12-9 at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.